Weather Lab. Here's Eric's forecast.
Hope you had a wonderful weekend. It turned out to be a pretty nice Sunday as most of us saw lots of sunshine. It did get hot as we'd reached 90 degrees, but dew points were on the lower side, so it didn't feel all that humid, which kept the rain chances down for the most part. But we did have a couple road showers this afternoon and this evening. But the main reason we had dry weather today is a big area of high pressure keeping most of the East Coast dry, and that did extend into much of Louisiana. Lots of heavy rain showers back through the central portion of the country, through the Great Plains, up into the Missouri Valley, and now making their way towards Chicago, and even some severe weather down towards New Mexico. That's where the focal point of the rain is going to be the next couple of days, as some stationary fronts will be located over the region. Our cold front that we're going to be watching finally bringing us some fall-like weather, now beginning to produce some snow back through the Dakotas and down into Wyoming. So you can see the cool air is beginning to make its way down into the northwest region, and eventually that cool air will make its way all the way down into us by about Thursday and into Friday. But we're still going to have a couple summer-like days before that gets here, along with Tropical Storm Michael. You can see we had that rogue shower move through Vermilion Parish and then up into Acadia around 8-9 o'clock this evening. Did produce a quick heavy downpour through Abbeville and Delcombe and down into Crowley, but that system is now faded out and we're mostly clear across the region, and it's going to be a warm and muggy night as temperatures hold in the mid-70s. But the big story continues to be what's going on in the Caribbean as we have Tropical Storm Michael starting to get its act together. You can see those bigger convection clouds forming all around the sides of it. It was very powerful this morning, not as much this evening, but still producing some heavy rains back through Cuba and up into the Miami area of Florida. So here's the latest we got with Tropical Storm Michael. Winds up to 60 miles per hour, gusts to 70. The center is right here with the most of the activity still on the eastern side of the storm. It is slowly moving to the north at about 5 miles per hour. Will make its way between the Yucatan Peninsula and Cuba late tonight and into tomorrow, strengthening up to a Category 1 hurricane by tomorrow evening. Then as it moves over the relatively warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico, could become a Category 2 hurricane by Tuesday afternoon, with winds approaching 100 miles per hour. Possibility of it strengthening even more beyond the guidance, could even become a major hurricane. But right now the National Hurricane Center just keeping it at a Category 2 as it makes landfall along the Panama City Beach area or the Apacula region of Florida come Wednesday evening. This is around 5 p.m. as it's making landfall. Then will extend up into Georgia and the Carolinas, weakening down to a tropical storm. But it should race through the areas, bringing some rains into those portions before moving out into the Atlantic by Friday. But that is something we're going to be watching, but it looks like we'll stay on the backside of it. So for the rest of this evening, not much going on. Maybe a coastal shower to start off tomorrow morning. Otherwise, dry with lots of sunshine. Tomorrow afternoon, 30–40% chance for a passing shower or storm during the afternoon as we get a little bit more moisture developing off to the east, riding that easterly flow throughout the day. So just kind of have that umbrella with you and keep that in mind, but the showers won't last that long. We'll start off Tuesday morning dry, but by Tuesday afternoon, as Michael starts to make its way up into the Gulf of Mexico, that could send some moisture our way, bumping up rain chances, and we're beginning to watch that cold front heading down into the region. So that front will be pushing in by Wednesday, keeping Michael off to the east. So it doesn't look like we're going to see any real impacts from that, other than maybe some winds picking up on the eastern side, causing some coastal flooding down towards those regions. But outside of that, not expecting too much of a concern here in Louisiana. But as that front moves through, could see just a few scattered showers come Wednesday afternoon. But behind it, that's when we'll finally start to see some cooler and less humid air moving in for the second half of the work week. So for the rest of this evening, a warm October night, 73 for the overnight low. Wind staying a little bit on the light side out of the east at 1 to 4 miles per hour. Taking the kids off to school tomorrow morning, no issues, lots of sunshine, temperatures in those mid-70s, so a comfortable start. But another warm one, 89 for the high with partly sunny skies, but a 40% chance for some scattered showers and storms tomorrow afternoon. Rain chances do go up Tuesday and Wednesday as we get some moisture from Michael, but the worst of it stays to our east. Then drying and starting to feel more fall-like for the second half. Temperatures into the lower 80s by Friday. Overnight lows down into the low 60s. Looks to be a fantastic weekend for festival and homecoming. Low rain chances, and even into the following week, temperatures staying in the 70s. So get those gumbo recipes going, as it looks like you can finally start to get them going.
Yes.